I couldn't tell you how many rounds I've done with Conor. I don't know, thousands. It's been many, many rounds. Every camp, you know, we would spar, and even outside camp we spar, and we would do 10 MMA rounds in the morning, and then he would teach boxing at night. I would come in there and we'd do more rounds. And even sometimes I remember it wasn't even rounds. We wouldn't have a timer, and he'd say, well, I'll just time them in my head, and some of the rounds would go on for a lot longer than 5 minutes. Being part of Conor's camp is always great. I mean, you get to train with the best guy in the world, you know, a world champion, and the camp is, you're doing a camp of world champion, and you know, even though you're helping him get better, you also get better. You know, he's got the best coaches around him, the best nutritionists, the best physios, the best of everything, and you get to benefit from that as well. You know, it's always great. It's always great atmosphere in the camp, and I always feel like my own skill set goes to the next level after each and every camp. You know, everyone always says, oh, you're going to be in Vegas for 7 weeks or whatever, 8 weeks, but you know, we see a very different part of Vegas. You know, we're away from all the madness. We're away from the strip, you know, in the house somewhere, and all we do is train, eat, sleep, train, eat, sleep. That's it. That's all we do. It's a very, very different experience, but it's a great experience and a very enjoyable experience nonetheless. The Mayweather camp and tour, it was something else. It was just an incredible experience that it's hard to describe in words. You kind of had to be there to see it, to feel it, to realize what it was like. I mean, we're talking about press conferences that have more people at them than some of the biggest fights in the world. It was absolutely incredible, you know, and each day brought something new. But it was very good, very enjoyable. We had great atmosphere in the camp, you know, everyone was just enjoying themselves, and we were working towards a very big goal. And, you know, I know that we ended up not getting the result that we wanted, but this is actually the one fight I'd like to rerun. I'd like to see Conor get another shot in boxing, not in MMA, in boxing. I still feel that he is the man to beat Mayweather. He has the abilities, the skill, and the mind to beat Mayweather. Conor fighting in Russia, I mean, that would be incredible. That would truly be, you know, Rocky stuff. You know, I mean, you don't really see that in real life. You know, I don't think you could ever name that there was like such a big fight that happened in Russia. You know, you see a lot of the sort of the 90s stars sort of fighting in Russia, you know, taking some fights lately, but you've never seen someone in their prime, you know, someone that's such a huge star like Conor fighting in Russia. And Conor has so many fans in Russia. You know, I don't think people realize how big a star Conor is in Russia. Everybody knows him. I mean, not only in Russia, of course, throughout the world, but I feel the Russian fans especially really, really love him. They kind of can connect to him. You know, he's so real that Russian fans really like that. You know, there's something about Conor that appeals to the Russian, you know, guys. He's got that toughness, that, you know, real fighter, real man, you know, and I guess that's probably part of the reason why me and him are such good friends. I knew he was going to be in the UFC, and I knew he had the ability to beat the champion and become a champion himself. But to be honest, I didn't really know what to expect from it. I didn't know what comes with it. So no, I mean, you could say I'm not really surprised, but I just didn't know what to expect. So everything was sort of new to me, and everything was a shock to me. You know, the first time being on a jet with him, the first time seeing, you know, Red Rock and all the luxury, and all of that was just, you know, incredible and just, you know, amazing to see, but not something that I expected or thought I would see one day.